This girl is probably the rudest commentator I have ever seen on TV.
Let me answer your question directly, please. I do apologise. I just want to actually answer your question.
Okay, but we're very short on time. I'm not trying to talk over you,
I appreciate that.
You're talking for a long time.
So, no problem. So, I apologise.
Gosh, she's so sarcastic.
Who they're going to pay it for, or who they're going to pay it to? The reality is reparations doesn't always have to be in the form of money. So what they're going to do is invest it in business-led kind of programs and initiatives. Anyone that wants to build a business that is ambitious, pragmatic, etc., they're going to promote it and kind of target that area. They're also going to lead with education, employment, and they're also going to lead with health. So these are really.
But hold on a minute. I'm so sorry. These things are happening already. Why should we be giving priority to a black person setting up a business in this country over a white person? What about a black person who has brought up in a nice middle class family, gone to university, done fine, nicely, thank you, and a white person who's living on a sink estate?
Exactly.
Who
Why don't
hasn't
we
had
judge
any of those
people on actually
and you're saying,
how much they're
the black
struggling
person
rather
should
than the
benefit
colour
from
of
the
their
church
skin?
reparations because of something that happened to long-distant dead relatives. That's not fair. That's not really tackling inequality today, is it?
No, what you fail to realise, and I appreciate that, but what you fail to realise is that the Church of England didn't use the Bible to justify, subjugate and pacify that white person.
What is she talking about?
They thought they were spreading the gospel. I'm no defender of the Bible teachings.
Them in order to promote
I'm an atheist. However, when am I?
Let me finish.
Sorry, Imarn.
She's not the presenter. She's not in charge of when she's allowed to talk.
But genuinely, you never finish, so I have to interrupt because you never finish. When am I going to get my reparations? I'm a white woman.
Shut up.
She's
so rude.
I'm a child of Irish immigrants and British people.
Julia speak.
When do I get my reparations from the Roman Empire? When do I get them from the
Yeah, exactly.
Racism, which means that you're leading with your bigotry, your agenda.
Oh, wow.
Whether that be your personal
We're all
agenda,
racist bigots, aren't we?
Oh, yeah, well,
we know these
probably because I'm white.
GB News, no,
it's probably because I'm white.
And
just talks about my bigotry.
Right-wing agendas that seem to be bigoted.
You just talked about bigotry. You just accused someone who's asking you questions of bigotry.
No, because you won't say this to a Jew.
Here we go, the typical tactic, using name-calling to get yourself out of an argument you can't actually make a good argument for.
What the Jews in terms of anti-Semitism, you wouldn't say to the Jews, well, you need to get over it, it was in the past, and you shouldn't talk about the fact that anti-Semitism has risen in the last, I don't know, a few months since all of those issues around the world. You wouldn't say that to Jews, but you're saying it to me because I'm black. So isn't that interesting? You keep saying to me, because you're white, I'm going to say to you, you're saying what you're saying because I'm black. Race baiter. Thank you very much.
Here we go, race baiter, classic. Just use that to try and get yourself out of it and make yourself look like the winner. Of course she's using terms like race baiter to try and make herself look like she's winning the argument. Just make the other person look like a horrible, immoral, vile human being with this name calling so that you don't actually have to make any good points. Well, I hope that the viewers that saw this actually can see that she was just digging herself a hole and making herself look like a pretentious prat. The good news is that this girl actually stayed on the call until the end this time, whereas on GB News she couldn't take the heat and she just stormed out when she was challenged. The quality of debate these days is just appalling. Why can't two people who disagree just sit down and have a reasonable, peaceful, balanced conversation and learn from each other's ideas? But no, that's not possible nowadays. We just have to name call and shout at each other and talk over each other to try and one up the other person. I've had enough of it. I'm Chloe Dobbs. If you like this video, make sure you subscribe and give it a thumbs up.
Have you got what it takes to be a reasoned presenter? Well, send us a short clip of yourself to join@reasoned.uk and we might be seeing you on this very channel very soon indeed.